Hello, everybody. I welcome you all to this short video where I will share some of the memorable moments and interesting experiences as a Humboldt Research Fellow. My name is Bikramjit Basu. I am currently professor at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Recently, I received Alexander von Humboldt Research Fellowship. And with this fellowship, I had the opportunity to spend more than 6 months of my sabbatical leave at the Institute of Biomaterials at the Department of Materials Science and Engineering in Friedrich Alexander University at Erlangen-Nürnberg, Germany. I'm truly grateful to Alexander von Humboldt Foundation to give this unique opportunity to spend a year of my sabbatical in Germany in two of these institutions. The first phase was at Friedrich Alexander University at Erlangen, and then second phase I'm going to start in the month of May at TU Dresden. This is a photo taken after I formally received the Humboldt Research Fellowship Award at the symposium of the award winners at Bamberg, Germany in October 2022. I also appreciate all the help and support provided by Professor Aldo Boccaccini and members of the Institute of Biomaterials at FAU. As I said, I'm from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. It is located in the heart of the city of Bangalore. It has a very nice green campus, and by different academic ranking criteria, this university has come up as India's #1 university in terms of research performance for last several years. I've visited FAU before in the year 2010, and when I spent a day at the Institute of Biomaterials. Soon after my arrival in September 2018, I had a dinner with Professor Boccaccini, where I discussed various aspects of my research fellowship stay, as well as some of the plannings which I followed during the rest of the fellowship stay at FAU. The staff members of the Welcome Center at FAU provided me the most useful logistic information, which was extremely relevant, particularly for me, as I never spent any sabbatical leave over last 21 years of my professional career as an independent faculty in India. In fact, I never spent more than a month during these last 21 years in any foreign country. The Institute of Biomaterials provided me a very scientifically stimulating atmosphere. And thanks to the very friendly staff members, as well as researchers of the Institute of Biomaterials, which allowed me to concentrate some of the research programs that I'm currently involved in. During my stay at FAU, I delivered 12 classroom lectures as part of the different courses which are currently being offered by Professor Boccaccini and Dr. Rainer Dej at the Institute of Biomaterials. And these courses include the applications of cell technologies or biofabrication courses or other courses related to the biomaterial science. I truly enjoyed the academically stimulating discussions in the classroom with many German students as well as the international students who took all these courses. Apart from these classroom lectures, I had several research discussions with Faina Baider, who is currently PhD student with Professor Boccaccini. I also mentored very closely and regularly one of the master students at Professor Boccaccini's group, and his name is Pei Peng. Besides all these academic activities, I also visited two German universities. The first one is University of Würzburg in Germany, where I was hosted by Professor Uwe Gebruek and Professor Peter Jürgen Groll. Under the SFB TRA 225 program, I presented my current research work related to the 3D printing during my visit to University of Würzburg. In the month of March, I visited University of Rostock, and then I delivered Elaine colloquium And during this colloquium, I presented most of my work related to the regenerative bioelectronics area, and I was hosted by Professor Ursula van Rienen as well as Dr. Revati Pali at University of Rostock. I also delivered keynote lecture at Bioceramics 32 conference in Italy, and all this visit was possible because of this Alexander von Humboldt Research Fellowship. I truly enjoyed several of my interactions with the truly international research group of Professor Boccaccini. Many of the young researchers come from different countries across the world, including Italy, Turkey, Latvia, and so on. Based on my current research program in ISC Bangalore, as well as my discussion with Professor Boccaccini, and in line with my Alexander von Humboldt Research Fellowship program, I planned many of the experiments related to the master's thesis project of Paisley Peng. And in many of the discussions, Memun Akhtar, the current PhD student of Professor Boccaccini, also participated. In particular, this thesis was based on the evaluation of the 3D extrusion printability of the biomaterial ink formulation based on gelatin methacrylate and bioglass. And during many of these experiments, I mentored the master students Paisy to establish the printability and buildability of different biomaterial ink formulations. Currently, he's busy in measuring some of the mechanical properties as well as the biophysical properties, including enzymatic degradation and swelling kinetics at FAU Erlangen. Alexander von Humboldt Foundation has profoundly contributed to the international networking among the researchers across the world over several decades. In line with the foundation's one of the central objectives, I, together with Professor Boccaccini, organized Indo-German workshop in a topical area related to the biomaterials and implants for dental and craniomaxillofacial reconstructions, as well as bone regeneration in February 2023. One of the key aspects of this workshop was that we brought together around 50 participants from academia, from hospitals and industries on this platform to discuss some of the most recent advancements in this area, as well as a path ahead. This actually provided not only scientifically stimulating, but also translationally most relevant discussion platform, which has encouraged many of the young researchers. Altogether, we had several technical sessions, and among all these technical sessions, there are two sessions were devoted for the oral presentations by many of the young researchers, particularly PhD students and early postdoctoral researchers. This workshop was financially supported by Indo-German Science and Technology Center based in New Delhi. And at the closing ceremony, we gave 3 best oral presentation prizes, and that was possible because of the financial support from the Germany chapter of the American Ceramic Society. Apart from all these activities, I also delivered a research seminar on the biophysical stimulation of stem cells at the Institute of Biomaterials at FAU. During this seminar, I essentially highlighted many of our published studies where we have clearly shown how human mesenchymal stem cells can be differentiated through multiple lineages, either to bone cells or to neural-like cells or to cardiac-like cells, muscle cells, using intermittent delivery of electrical field stimulation in vitro. I also presented our molecular dynamics simulation results just to show whether electric field will have certain impact on the protein structure modifications or protein denaturation in vitro. This seminar was attended by many of the members of the Institute of Biomaterials, as well as few other members outside the institute. Besides all these academic activities and research-related discussions, I also interacted fairly closely with some of the staff members at the Institute of Biomaterials during my stay over at FAU. At the close, I wish to express my sincere gratitude once again to Alexander von Humboldt Foundation and to Professor Aldo Boccacini and his research group at the Institute of Biomaterials to make my research fellowship stay at the Institute of Biomaterials scientifically stimulating and academically productive. Thank you. Dankeschön.